So good morning once again. Welcome to this webinar, which we call Fast Track to EU Funding 2021-2027. So that's about the upcoming EU programs, but not only. I think we will discuss those principles of EU funding and EU projects and EU programs, which can be applied also to the current period, which is not yet over. There are various calls for proposals published with deadlines in the upcoming months until pretty much the end of this year. So the objective of this 1 hour, 1.5 hour webinar is to give you some tips and to make it a bit clearer to you what these programs look like and how the application procedures work in general. So it's a rather general presentation, but several of the issues can be applied to different programs under the EU, different EU funding schemes. There's a question, will we share the slides? Yes, we will. It is starting, yes, Celine, good morning. So, the first 1 hour will be the slides, the presentation, and afterwards we'll also have a 30-minute question and answer period, question and answer session. But feel free to type in your questions also in the meantime as we go through the slides. So, who am I? Who we are? Let me tell you a little bit about us first. We are EMG Group. Which is a group of companies, as you can see, they're listed here, from Leonardo, Europa Media Trainings, and Europa Media Innovations. And chronologically, these companies were established in this order. We started in 1999 with our first company, Leonardo, and within this EMG acronym, G stands for Leonardo or Leonardo, if you'd like to call it. Like that, and then EM stands for Europa Media, which is both Europa Media Nonprofit Limited, Europa Media Trainings, and Europa Media Innovations, our different types of companies which do basically different things within the framework of European programs and European affairs. Now, Leonardo was established in 1999, as I mentioned, as an engineering and consulting company working essentially on geosciences, mining, and environmental technologies. And we basically jumped into EU-funded projects under the fifth research framework program, FP5, which was active at in those years. We coordinated our first proposal, which was successful. And basically, since then, we had no stop. We've had projects under FP5, FP6, FP7, so under the research framework programs, now also under Horizon 2020. We've been managing a number of projects, around 20. But we've also been active in some other European programs, such as the LIFE program in the environmental field, the Intelligent Energy Europe program in the energy field, renewable energies and energy efficiency and energy and transport, but also under the Competitiveness and Innovation Framework Program. We also had projects under different funding schemes like Eurostars, Eureka, etc. Basically, what made us ended up organizing such events is in 2003, when we thought we could share our knowledge gained from developing and implementing EU-funded projects with others, and we realized that this is rather a complex environment, complex context. The funding schemes are sometimes a bit difficult to understand. Also, the procedures may vary, although within the years the EU has streamlined, harmonized many of these procedures. So from program to program, actually the rules and the requirements are a bit overlapping, so they are similar, which is good news. And I think in the future this trend will continue. So when we wanted to share all this information, we thought we would establish Europa Media, and Europa Media was established in 2003 with this purpose. Initially, we had publications. We produced publications. We developed online platforms where we shared information on EU programs, on calls for proposals. We developed also e-learning courses, and eventually we started organizing first short seminars, but then these turned into international training courses from year 2004, 2005 on. So over the past 15 years, we've been organizing live international training courses, which take place in different European hubs such as Brussels, Vienna, Amsterdam, Lisbon, Madrid, Barcelona, Copenhagen, Munich. We've been in different places. In addition to these, we also have been delivering so-called in-house training courses when we are invited to deliver training courses at the premises of different institutions. These courses are on project development, project management under EU programs, in particular the research framework program, since the majority of our projects have been funded under the research and innovation framework programs of the EU. Europa Media also ended up having its own projects from year 2006 on, under FP7, but also under different programs such as the lifelong learning program, Erasmus, Leonardo da Vinci. And to date, Europa Media also continues, together with Leonardo, developing and implementing projects. Over the past 20 years, we've implemented around 65 projects, quarter of which were coordinated by us. So we acted as coordinators. In the rest, we've been work package leaders, task leaders with specific responsibilities. Now, I've been telling this in detail because I want to make sure that you understand we are not trainers or consultants by profession. We actually develop and implement projects ourselves. And in our remaining time, some of our project coordinators and managers also act as trainers to share this knowledge, this know-how we have gained from developing and implementing projects. So we are quite hands-on people and not so much focusing on theory. So we try to make also these events as practical as possible. We are based in Budapest, in Hungary, the capital of Hungary, though we have quite an international team. We do have Hungarian colleagues obviously on board, but also half of our team at least come from different countries from around Europe and beyond, actually. This is Budapest, and in Budapest we are in the located in the so-called Graphisoft Park. This is a technology and innovation park with innovative companies and technology companies near the Danube. Now we also have good weather, and as I said, we've been developing and managing research innovation projects under EU programs since year 2000. You can see some of our projects listed there in the with their logos. We are around 30 people, our team with the different experts and trainers. We've been involved, of course, in many proposals. Although we have a good success rate, this is part of the game. We have lost many proposals as well, which were good, which were well scored, but this is due to the competition. It's like this. We ended up winning more than 60 projects in the past 20 years. And when it comes to training courses, this has been an ongoing activity. In a typical year, we deliver 10 to 15 open training courses to which everybody can attend if they sign up. And these take place in different hubs, as I said, and the rest, we have another, let's say, 30 to 50 in-house training courses when we travel to different places, which we cannot right now, like many of you, I believe. So this is why we thought we would also focus a little bit on the webinars, so distance learning, which we have been doing anyway, even before the coronavirus, to mention the elephant in the room. So now we are intensifying a bit our efforts on webinars. because indeed some of our trips have been cancelled, and not only for training courses, but also several of our projects have been affected by this coronavirus situation, unfortunately. So this is me. My name is Ömer. I'm originally from Turkey. I've been living abroad, let's say, since 2003, and I've been around Europe, in Hungary, in Brussels, in Denmark, in different places. I've been in Hungary for the last, let's say, 10, 12 years. I'm overseeing all of